Swaram, the Musicast.
Hi guys, I am your host Purnima Dhokne and you are listening to Swaram, the Musicast. Thank you for tuning in and welcome to the new episode of this podcast. Today we have with us a 22-year-old artist who has been playing or learning Mridangam, a South Indian classical instrument, from past 16 years already. So yes, he started his training at the age of 6. But this is not it, guys. He is the B high graded radio Mridangam artist from All India Radio Hyderabad. And he has always been a performer, achiever, and rank holder through various cultural events and competitions. Starting from Bal Mahotsav in 2008 to Youth Festival and finally accompanying Bharatnatyam artists for Bharatnatyam Arangetrams and concerts across the country. And not to forget, he himself is a Bharatnatyam dancer as well. And I am very fortunate to have this conversation with such a talent today. So let's welcome Yashwant Hampiholi. Hi Yashwant,
Hello,
how are you?
everyone. I'm good. How are you?
I'm also good. So let's start directly.
Yeah, sure. Yes, we can.
So now I know that you are a Bharatnatyam dancer, you are a Mridangam player, and you play Nattu Vangam as well. So, how
Yes.
did it all start?
Actually, my parents are Bharatnatyam artists. So so music was in my home only. So actually my father learned from a very renowned guru in Chennai, Bharatnatyam. His name is Padmashri Adyarke Lakshman. Once in a year, he used to come to Nagpur for the programs and all. Before the programs, we have rehearsals. In that practice, I was maybe 2.5 or 3. So during the practice, the Lakshman sir was taking the practice. I was sitting in one corner of the room and I was trying to imitate him, looking at him how he plays the Natwanga. Then it was like Lakshman sir saw me playing and he suggested my father that he is having good rhythm sense. So you should teach him any of the percussion instrument.
Right.
So since we are in Maharashtra, I am in Maharashtra, Nagpur. So there is no any Mridangam artist in Nagpur. So my father first started with me, he put me into one of the tabla class nearby.
Okay.
Yeah, so for 2 to 3 months I went there, and then later on, when I was 5 to 6, he saw that I don't have any much interest in tabla, so he shifted me towards mridangam, and then my mridangam classes started at the age of 6 from Karaikudi Sriram sir. Yeah, so he used to come from Chennai to teach me, and he used to stay at our place for 4 days.
Wow.
In 1 or 2 months, like that, and like that my training began. It was
Yeah, it was amazing. I mean, right from the age of 2 and 3, you started, you got to know that you have interest in some kind of instrument, your musical thing. So that is very nice. And plus, somebody coming to teach you at your place and, dedicating their time towards it is like a big thing.
It's more efforts of my parents that they thought to teach someone to call from Chennai and then teach me. So it is all because of my parents.
Of course. So it looks like your parents have been supportive and like the backbone of your musical journey. And they are Bharatnatyam dancers, artists as well. And you also learned Bharatnatyam. So did you learn Bharatnatyam because it was a legacy or you actually had interest in it?
Actually, you can my mother always wanted that he should know Bharatnatyam because it's in our home. They say doctor ka beta doctor, but not they don't want me to be as a dancer or performing artist in dance, but they wanted that he should know Bharatnatyam. He should know all the elements of it. Yeah. So that's why my mother always, she said, you at least give exams. We have no of Akhil Bharatiya Gandharva Vidyalaya.
Right.
Yeah. So she said me, you should at least pass Visharad Purna. So that was her aim. Yeah. So that's why she made me dance in the regular dance classes, and I was very casual, sometimes attending the classes or sometimes not attending even for months, like that. So my Bharatnatyam training it went like this. Yeah.
But
there was not any discipline in
Okay, but you did Visharad in Bharatnatyam Purna, right? So
Yeah.
You are a person who listens to what you have been told, or like follow something that you are supposed to, and very few people of our age or our generation do it. But do you think because you were doing Bharatnatyam, it helped you somewhere in Mridangam as well?
No, I can say that playing Mridangam helped me in dance.
Okay.
Because because in dance we have jatis and rhythmic structures, like what I can say, like in Kathak we have padan, tukda.
Yes.
On that you'll perform some rhythmic patterns. So in that way, in dance we have jatis, so it's similar to what we play in Mridangam. So it helped me in that way. Like I can easily recite all the Bharatnatyam jatis and all the mathematical calculation parts. So it helped me in that.
Wow, I mean, it's good, na? Like doing two things that go along with each other. That is a yes. So, and you have.
But I should say that playing Mridangam actually helped me in academics. I feel this personally.
How?
Yeah, because
I would like to
it's
know
my
how.
personal experience. Yeah, I will. Like it's my personal experience actually. I was in 11th, 12th, and in 11th, 12th, there was not a single day that I haven't practiced my Mridangam for
Wow.
less than an hour. Yeah. I made sure that like I used to have classes, college and everything. Still, I made sure that I practice at least 1.5 hours to 2 hours daily. Yeah. So what I feel is, because I used to practice daily, Mridangam has a frequency bandwidth of 150 hertz to 300 to 400 hertz. And like we have it is believed that the 332 hertz of frequency, it develops our sacral chakra. So the Mridangam is having the frequency nearby to the 332 hertz frequency. So when I used to play, and after practicing Mridangam, when I used to study, like the effectiveness of my studying, like I think it used to amplify.
Increased. Okay, so like the concentration level increased.
Yes. So whatever I study for 1 hour, 2 hours, actual product of 3 to 4 hours, like this. I feel this. So in that way, I was able to achieve good marks in my 12th. I feel this.
That is so nice. I mean, doing something that usually parents don't allow you to do in your 10th and 12th, but that is something that have helped you. That is a really nice thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, like I have mentioned before, and you have told me that you have been like B-high graded radio Mridangam artist from All India Radio, and that too in Hyderabad. So, how was that experience?
Yeah, actually, All India Radio, they give grades to artists on their playing or performing ability, like that. So so since I'm from Nagpur, actually I have to apply for all gradation at Nagpur AIR.
Okay.
But since in Nagpur AIR there are no Carnatic artists, so they suggested me to apply at Hyderabad. So I applied at Hyderabad in 2016. In 2016 I applied, but I got the call for local audition in Hyderabad in 2017. So I gave my local audition in 2017, and then after 4 to 5 months they gave me call for central audition. Like first they take audition for 4 to 5 minutes, and then they will proceed us with the audition of 40 minutes, which is central audition. So in 2018 I got call that you have been selected for a central audition, and then in 2018 I gave my central audition, and then in 2019 I got a letter from All India Radio that I have been awarded with direct B-high grade. So it was a process of 3 to 4 years, like that.
Exactly, and like literally like the longest procedure, I think. 4 years. Yeah. So, but nice, you have been patient, and then finally you made it there. That is like a wow factor, I think. I mean, I know it is a wow factor. So, it is very good to be patient, and you have been patient for a course of 4 years. So, do you think you need patience to do 2 to 3 things that you are doing, like the art forms that you are doing?
Yes, definitely we need patience. Everything needs patience. Like even if you take academics, you are learning for almost 15 years, no?
Yeah.
starting from first candidate, first grade to 12th, it's 12 years. Then again, if you're pursuing engineering, then again 4 years. It's almost 16 years.
Yes.
And if you're doing MBBS, you are doing it for 20 years. So it's same thing for art, any of the art form also. If you want to make it as your profession, my guru says this. My guru Patri Satish Kumar says,
Yes.
if you want to make your art form as a profession, you should definitely practice daily 5 hours for 10 years
Oh,
to be good in field. Yeah. Or the simple maths, you need to practice 10 hours a day for 5 years. It's as easy as that. Yes. So it's a really a wait and watch game. You need a very good support from your parents, and then you should have faith on your guru. It is my guru Patri Satish Kumar sir, and my first guru was Karaikpudi Sriram sir. Second guru was IV Renuka Prasad from Hyderabad, and now I am learning under Patri Satish Kumar sir. So it was Patri Satish Kumar sir who initiated me to you give audition for the All India Radio.
Radio.
I wasn't prepared, yeah, but he guided me, and then I had faith that if he's saying me to, you apply it, then definitely he must be having any vision that he is thinking. That's why he is saying me. So I blindly applied for the audition. So patience and faith, both the things you need. I feel this.
I think you have done it very well. Both the things. Because
No, I'm just trying to whatever my guru says, at least 5% I should do. That is what I try to be.
I think you
Yes.
are doing it because being, finally making it to accompany the Bharatnatyam artists. How does it feel? Like,
Actually, accompanying for Bharatnatyam was never my problem, because
Okay.
since childhood I'm listening to it only, as my parents are Bharatnatyam artists.
oh yes,
So yeah, so it comes naturally for me to play for Bharatnatyam or dance. But for accompanying any vocal concert or any instrumental concert, that is where I am trying to understand it. What are the techniques? What you should play, and that is what I am taking training from my guru. Playing for dance has never been my problem. I
amazing.
enjoy it. Yeah.
Nice. So coming to an end, before we get to the last part of the segment, I would like you to play something for us.
Sure, I will.
Yeah. Wow. That was so amazing, even usually not just to, listen, but it was like a visual and audio treat. Thank you so much. I wish I can listen to it, live soon.
Definitely, sure. We will. Yeah.
So coming to the last question, what would you like to tell the upcoming artists who want to get into the big chapter of classical music?
I can't suggest anything to upcoming artists because I myself am an upcoming artist. What I can suggest to someone who wants to, step into the field of art and like that. I can only say that you need to practice regularly. keep faith on your guru and just take out some time from your daily routine of 1 hour and please practice it daily. And one day you will get whatever you want. At least, like even from the busy schedule up till 12th standard, you should take at least 1 hour of time, and then later on, gradually the instrument, the art form will take out time from you.
Wow.
Yes.
This is so nice. I mean, listening to somebody from our generation who is putting efforts to do something towards classical music and achieving it. That is so good to know, and I am very fortunate to conduct this podcast for the young artists. Actually, for me and with the young artists like you. So thank you so much for coming here. Hope to see you soon.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Take care.
Swaram, the Musicast.